After all, your safety is our number one priority. What is a simple agreement for future equity and what should founders be aware of? Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a startup lawyer, and in this video, we will be going through some tips to make your save safer. In this video, we'll be covering common questions that founders have, as well as important concepts that you should know before you sign your very first save. Question 1. Is there such a thing as a fake save? Whilst the YC save is one of the most commonly used saves in the market at the moment, we have seen variations of the save in the market. The bottom line is this. If the document is an instrument that can be converted into shares upon the occurrence of certain events, this will be considered a safe instrument that is considered valid. The second question that we often have is whether there is such a thing as a standard save. In our shareholders agreement video, we mentioned there is no such thing as a standard shareholders agreement. But in the case of a save, we would say that the YC save is something that is very commonly used in the startup market and widely accepted. A Singapore version is also available for free on their website on a valuation cap basis. YC, sponsor me please. Question 3. What is the difference between a save and a convertible loan note? Well, they're same but different. Both instruments act to document the investment that your investor has wired. However, a convertible loan note is typically seen as a debt instrument, which means there are repayment obligations and maybe even interest rates tagged to it. On the other hand, the simple agreement for future equity is really a promise to issue the investor's shares upon the occurrence of certain events. There's also one other difference, which is a convertible loan note does not currently have an industry standard norm, whilst the YC save in the realm of safe instruments is actually rather popular. Question 4. What are the different types of saves? Well, there's the pre-money save, post-money save, valuation cap save, as well as the discount rate save. Broadly speaking, the differences amongst these saves is how do you calculate the number of shares to be converted when the save instrument converts. A little tip that we have for the discount rate save is to make sure that you read the definition of discount rate carefully. Sometimes a 20% discount in layman terms actually has to be reflected as 80% on the document. And in other instances, it is truly 20%, so you might just want to double check that. Question 5. When does a save convert? There are 3 events that you should look out for. The first event is the price round. When you issue shares to your investors, this will be considered a price round where saves are typically triggered. There are variations to this. For example, some saves will specify the price round that has to occur or the valuation at which the price round has to be met before the save is triggered. Event 2. If your startup achieves an exit event, there's a possibility that your save may convert as well. Depending on the wording of your save, the investor may either opt to get the cash proceeds or to actually convert the save into shares upon the occurrence of your exit event. Event 3. Winding up. We hope this never happens to your startup, but if the startup goes through a winding up process, they would typically contain a clause that states that the remaining proceeds will be distributed to safe holders in a particular waterfall fashion. Technically speaking, your save does not convert in this instance. What else should startup founders know? For big ticket size item save transactions like $1 million and above, we typically see another document called a side letter. This could either be in the form of a pro rata side letter that's available on the YC website, or a fund-specific document containing things like board observer rights, information rights, and any major investor rights that the fund requests for. In this instance, it is time to find a lawyer. And that's our how-to on saves. If you're curious about other fundraising methods, be sure to check out our Founders.YouTube channel or contact us for more information. After all, your safety is our number one priority.